Hey, is it working? It's kind of working. All right, let's see how this goes. So it is office hours. I just got out of my R class. Let's mess around a little bit with some code wars. All right, given a string S, return a new string that orders the characters in order of frequency. So hello world, we got a bunch of L's, those come first. The return string should have the same number of characters as the original string. Make your transformation stable, meaning characters that compare equal should stay in their original order in the string S. Okay. Explanation. In hello world, there are 3 L's, 2 O's, and 1 each of the rest. Since each of the rest are all tied, they occur in the same relative order as they do to start. So those L's, they move over here. These O's, they move over there. And then we got H, E, space, W, R, D. All right, so characters is string split. And let me make sure I'm doing that right. X split, okay, so if I do string split on hello world, split on everything, it splits everything, and then I need to unlist. All right. And then if I take that and put that into a table, I've got the frequency. Now, can I sort the table? Okay. Decreasing equals true. All right. So it did change the order of these other ones. So, this will be a pain when it's multiple things with 2 characters. But let's start there. Characters is going to be unlist string split S splitting on an empty character, which will give us this. All right. So then, the character frequency is the table of the characters. Decreasing equals true. So then I want to go through from most to least. If they all have the same frequency, I still want to cluster them, right? If I had, say, if I had AABB, let's call it ABAB, that should become AABB, right? So I simultaneously need to go through in the order of the string from left to right and the character frequency from most frequent to least frequent. All right, let's see. So S is hello world. Let's take a look at this. All right, each of those are all tied. Since but the ties don't just happen in the case of characters occurring once in the string. The second example should be LL, HEO, he, word, not. Okay, so we aren't doing that. So first we want to find any untied. so for that, characters is unlist string split s character frequency is table characters decreasing equals true. Oh, whoops, that is supposed to be sorted. There we go. All right. So for this, I want to go through, see that there is only one with 3 occurrences. There's only one with 2 occurrences, and then everything else is tied. For all those tied ones, I want to leave them in the right spot. I guess something I could do is go back to S and mark off each character as something that's going to move or not. So this has a tie, but the L's don't have a tie, so they need to move. Alright, so let's leave myself some hints, because I don't think I'm going to finish this in 15 minutes. So, need to figure out what characters are tied / not tied. Move the not tied characters. Okay. So for this, what do I want? I think I'm going to unlist something. I'm going to simple apply. Is there an in-car? Yeah. So in-car is going to give me the number of the characters. Okay. It's not going to give me the number of each character the way I did up here. Alright, so if I go car freak. Okay, so that's the names, the values, no? Vals. Okay, so I can get back those in this order. All right. The values I get out, 3, 2, and 1. Those are the counts of each one. All right. Let's try this. What was that? That was unique. The unique values from the car frequent table gives us each of the counts. And I can say for C and counts for each of those counts if, let's see, if we go car freak equals 3. Okay, cool. So I can look at each value of C and I can say narrowed table equals car frequency. Give me the elements where the car frequency equals C. And then, can I get a dimension out of there? No. Can I get a length? Length of 1. What about if I did a 1? Not because I had 6 characters with a length of 1. So if the length of that equals 1, then I want to say out, paste 0 of out, and then these things. So out is going to be initially just an empty string. And then if we have, we're going to go through from most to least. When we start with the most, if there aren't any other characters with, say, 3 of those characters in our string, we're going to take those and we're going to bring it up. So that will be that was narrowed, right? Narrowed table gets car frequency where the car frequency equals 3. Our narrowed table L3, so if I go names, I get L back. Rep names of narrowed table. I'm going to repeat that C times. Cool. Make sure that collapses into a string instead of a list of characters. Okay, cool, that will work. Huh. So let's say out equals HHH. If I paste that together with the other ones, it's broadcasting. That's what that's called. It's casting that across those. So if I say little s equals rep names narrow table, repeating 3 times, little s. Let's make this also a paste statement that collapses. So the little s is now 3s. And then I could paste 0 out and little s and collapse equals that, and I get something. All right, that looks right. So what do I want to call this? I'll call it little s. That's good enough. Little s is paste 0, repeating the names of the narrowed table C times and collapsing that into this, and then out is paste 0, out, and little s, and collapse again. But if this is not what we get, if we go to the ones, then we just want stuff in order. So what would happen if I had something like this, but What if I had something like, let's call it A, B, C, A, B, A. E. That we would want to turn into AAA, BB, CBE. I think that's right. CDE. All right, so let's leave a note to myself. I need to mark characters in S if they've been used or will be moved. There's a unique number of them, right? Whatever them we're talking about. So I need to mark those characters, move the frequent ones, paste 0, the rest of the string into out when appropriate, without adding on characters that should be gathered later. I'm going to put an example. All right, so that's something. All right, so what have we got here? I've got a skeleton of a solution. People seem to like this, so it should be something that's doable, although our stuff in here isn't always great. But I will figure that out in the future. This is mostly just me figuring out if I could do a quick stream